So, you wonder how a $100 budget laptop does for gaming. To save you some time, it does pretty bad. Nothing too great, nothing too amazing. But, I mean, it is a laptop, it does have a keyboard, and it does function. It also has more than one USB-C type. That's something that not every laptop could say. But at least it does have, as you see now, VGA, Ethernet, USB, both microphone and headphone jack, SD card slot. And as we move on to the other side, you'll also see a Kennington lock. I completely destroyed that word. Anyways, Kennington lock, the back is just black. Really has nothing there. You have a power port, CD drive, could come in handy, and 2 extra USB ports with the power plug. Sometimes I find myself using a CD drive very unexpectedly. I mean, my desktop doesn't even have a CD drive. I never saw the importance of installing it, but it's nice to see it's there. So, build quality, it's heavy. It is pretty rigid. It doesn't flex easily. But then again, it's not the prettiest thing around. And it is pretty power hungry, even though the specs are very weak. We're talking about a dual core 1.6 gigahertz processor. Originally came with 2 gigabytes of RAM, but I upgraded it to 8 gigs. It has I forgot what graphics card it is. I mean, it's definitely integrated. It's around 256 megabytes, I believe. I'll throw it up on the screen, and everything else is standard. 320 gigabyte hard drive, running at 5400 RPM. So, basic task, still kind of painful. Your Word document is alright, but you could still notice lag typing. Using Outlook is very slow. Using Excel, once you start playing with formulas, kind of painful too. I know this because this was my work laptop for a short amount of time, and it really encouraged me to buy a new one, which was the Dell laptop that I uploaded a couple videos ago. So yeah, pretty much the good part comes up now. How does it do with gaming? So I really wanted to benchmark a lot of games, but I couldn't because it just wouldn't run. I was able to get Minecraft though, which I'm going to show you now in a couple minutes. So after preparing Minecraft, updating it, waiting a very long time. I mean, it took a long time. I'm going to cut some of the footage so that you don't waste your time staring at a white screen. But as you see now, it's just loading, already taking 70% CPU, and it stayed there for about 40 seconds. So eventually it started up, got to single player, loaded up the game, and you're going to see the results. So when I was filming, I thought I included the FPS counter, but I didn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys my averages. It was around 20, 24, 25 FPS. Very clunky, dipping constantly. Was not enjoyable at all. Barely playable. I wouldn't even call this playable, truthfully. But it loaded. You know, that's a start. But what else? What else does this HP 2000 have? Well, let's try another game. We have Counter-Strike Source, running the video stress test. That actually surprised me. We got about 50 FPS average. The score is going to pop up shortly, and it was, I mean, playable. It wasn't too bad, really. As you see there, 52.83. So if you like Source and you don't really care about high frame rates, this laptop might be okay for that. Temps, idle, you're looking at them now. CPU does not have a temperature reading for some reason. And whenever you're gaming, that climbs up to around 70 Celsius, 80 Celsius. Gmod, took forever to load. I'm going to cut the footage here too. Finally getting in it. Same, around similar results, 40 FPS on average, lowest possible settings. So that's pretty much it. That's the HP 2000 for you. If you're curious to know anything else about it, you know, just you could look it up. But would I recommend it? Depends what you're looking for. Truthfully, I wouldn't. You could get a lot more for you know, the same price, possibly even less. Other than that, take it easy, guys. Have a good one.